Greetings and welcome to Solomon Ministry. This is Reverend Dr. Natalie Solomon James. Solomon Ministry is a television talk show that promotes church services. We also promote artists, book writers, songwriters, praise team, music bands, Christian counselors. Even if you have a testimony to share, we also encourage discussion group. On Solomon Ministry, the theme for this show would be on marriage. May your heart bless as we continue with Bishop Keith Sylvester. God bless you for coming. And Pastor Jerry Berenger. God bless you for coming. We're here to talk about marriage. And we have a lot of young people nowadays that said, I don't want to get married. I don't want to get married. Why should I get married? So Pastor Jerry, can you tell us, why is marriage important?
Well, first of all, marriage is important because it's a covenant between a man and a woman. They make a commitment to each other and to God that they will live a life with each other for the rest of their lives. So it is a very important thing to do, because in these days where there's a lack of commitment, it's important to know that your partner is covenanting with you, and it's God's design. The Bible tells us in Genesis 2:24 that for this reason that the man shall leave his mother and father and shall be joined to his wife, to be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. Right. And so it's one flesh. It's a commitment.
That's right. That's very good. I hope a lot of young people are listening out there, because this topic is very touchy to many. I realize that once you get married, there are a lot of dilemma arises in a marriage. As a pastoral counselor, what are some of the early stages that you've seen?
I think that probably the biggest challenge that happens in a marriage, especially in the beginning, is conflict. I mean, when I talk about conflict, it would be conflict about anything. There's always conflict because you have two people coming together from different backgrounds, different status in life, and now they're joining together. All of a sudden, their personalities would clash, and things will, then so there's conflict. And very early, you will see that, maybe you used to put the toothpaste in one side of the toilet and in the washroom, and now she wants it on the other side, and so now there's conflict.
Right.
You never had to deal with that before.
Right.
And so this is what happens right away in a marriage. Immediately they find out, it's not the same anymore. Right? So it's important then to make sure that we understand that when two people come together, there will be conflict, and that's something that you need to deal with.
That's good. Pastor Sylvester, over the years, you've seen a lot of marriages fail. A lot of people, yes, they love, because the Bible said we are to love, but over the years, they're drifting, and we've seen a lot fail, right? What are some of the problems that you've seen, that you've really dealt with over your years in the marriage?
Well, I must go back to Genesis chapter 2, 21 to 25. It was God's idea. We'll start from there. The whole idea of marriage was God's idea. It originated in the mind of God. And two persons coming together, a man and a woman, it reflecting God's love to the world.
Right.
So when there is a drift, it means to say no longer God becomes the center of the man's life, or God become the center of the woman's life. Hence the reason problems begin, right? And problems stem from not talking, right? And it poses a big problem, and there is resentment, there is anger, there is frustration. But it's important that the two come together and say, listen, this is what I'm going through.
That's right.
I'm going through this as the female because you are not showing me love.
That's right.
Hence the reason too, you find the wife goes to work and she remains hours out of the home because she is feeling unloved.
That's right. That's right.
And once you are feeling unloved, you are saying, listen, my husband no longer loves me. Because you are not seeing selfless love where he is concerned.
That's right.
So there is a problem.
That's right. Why do you think people marriages that have that such a problem are reluctant to speak out about it?
One of the reasons, I believe, is that due to hurt, right? The female is hurting, the male is hurting, and because of hurt, they sort of keep it within. But what they need to do is to come with each other and say, listen, you have hurt me because of your attitude. You have hurt me, I am hurt, and you need to let me know whether you truly love me or not.
That's right. That's right.
You see, it build resentment because in a lot of cases, the wife, she so loved the husband, and there are children involved, right? She has a pride. You know, she hold on to, I'm not going to leave. I want this thing to work. Right? So she reached out to the husband and said, listen, husband, honey, I love you. Let me know. Come out and tell me, why is it you did what you have done? So in a lot of cases, they sort of enduring, they're under the same roof, but there is no love. But once he comes out, right, and bring out his emotions, why is it, this thing happened? Why it happened? Because to every effect there's a cause. He might say, because you have been neglecting me. You have been spending a lot of time on the phone with your friends, and I need to be satisfied.
That's right.
Because the spiritual aspect is important, but the physical aspect is so important. I need to spend time with you. So in a lot of time, problems, big problems, because there is no time, for the other partner.
The other partner. When one feel that way, I know you've really experienced in your pastoral, life, and you've got a whole lot of people that you counsel. But when you feel that resentment, when one feels that resentment, the word forgive, it is very simple to say, but how do one put themselves in that position to really forgive?
Okay, number one, when you are hurt by your partner, it's not easy to forgive the one that hurt you. Yes, it's a process.
That's right.
But it's not easy to forgive the one that hurts you. Why? Because there is pain when you think of the hurt, the damages
That's right.
it causes, especially you're living with this person, whether it's 15 years, 20 years, the word forgive, it must take a process, but it's not easy to say, I forgive the person. Hence the reason the one that hurts you has to prove himself or herself over a period of time. Yes, the word tells us in 1 John 1:9, if we confess our sins, there must be remorse.
That's right.
The one that is innocent must see remorse on behalf of that person. The next one, where you're sorry for what you have done. And as you go along, there must be communication. Communication in the sense that person do something for you, you come out and you vocalize it. You say, thanks very much.
Kevin, the youth leader at Oasis of Praise Christian Ministries International. Bishop Keith Sylvester and Oasis of Praise would like to extend a warm invitation to you. Come and worship with us and fellowship as we lift our praises up every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Weekly services happen on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 7:30 p.m. We are located at 2121 Western Road, north of Lawrence, south of the 401, east side of corner of Western Road and Fern. Oasis of Praise as well offers spiritual counseling, family, and individual counseling. Office hours are Tuesdays and Fridays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can contact us at 416-249-1001 or 905-553-0192. Come join us in this oasis of praise. Let us declare and decree together that no weapon formed against a child of God shall prosper. The word of the Lord is nourishing. We promise you that you will not leave the same way you came in. Look forward to seeing you. Until then, God bless.
Pastor Berenger, I notice that a lot of, if it's man or woman, married man or married woman, they tried a lot. They've been trying and trying to save a marriage. In your opinion, can one person save a marriage by themselves?
Well, you can't. A marriage is two people. So to save a marriage by yourself, like only one partner, you probably mean that, like a person tries to save it by himself. And you can't save a marriage by yourself. You need your spouse to be able to do that, because it takes two. The things that have happened, the conflicts, the issues that have happened, it takes two people to make that happen. So therefore, it also takes two people to work it out, to make sure that you can go towards reconciliation and working together. And of course, there's a third person that you need there, and that is God himself.
That's right.
That Jesus has to be the center of your marriage, because as Pastor Bishop Sylvester said a while ago, that it is God's idea.
That's right.
And because it's God's idea, then we need God in the midst of this to make sure that he can help us to be able to restore that. Restoration doesn't just happen.